Welcome, my beautiful souls, to the Feminine Energy Motivation channel. I'm Cynthia, your go to person for relationship discussions as well as feminine energy. So, we're going to talk about the dance between feminine and masculine energies in the realm of career entrepreneurship, right? As well as balancing that with romantic relationships. So, in a world that's often emphasizing that sort of hustle and grind, right? It's crucial for us women to kind of honor our feminine essence while we're embracing that power of our masculine energy when we need it, right? So, I want us today to actually explore how to navigate this delicate harmony, staying true to our authentic selves while also making waves in our careers and even our businesses, right? So, let's embark on this transformative journey together. I hope you're excited. I know I am. This is a topic that's very near and dear to my heart because this is what I've been going through. But today we're diving into the art of balancing your career or even your business, right? And your relationships with your men while still maintaining your feminine essence. It's all about finding that sort of sweet spot where you can actually thrive professionally while you're actually keeping your personal life fulfilling. That's the goal because let's be honest, if your personal life at home isn't fulfilling, your work may suffer and vice versa. So stick with us till the end for all the tips that you're going to need to get it just right. We're going to explore how to tap into both your feminine and your masculine energies to conquer your goals and nurture those connections. So, are you ready to find that perfect balance? All right, let's get started. So, let's talk about balancing a career and a romantic relationship where it can actually be challenging, right? But with that mindful planning and communication, it's possible to actually maintain a healthy work-life balance. So, here are some strategies for achieving this balance. We're going to start with prioritizing communication. I want you to start by creating that sort of harmony between your career and your relationships, right? This is all about that communication, especially when you're embracing your feminine energy. Here's how you can do it. The first thing is have heart to hearts. I want you to set aside time for regular heart to heart conversations with your partner. These can be incredibly cozy moments where you share your sort of schedules and even your commitments and even your dreams for the future, right? This is a chance to actually align your paths and actually support each other along the way, you know? What do you need, honey? What do you need from me? Well, let's talk about that. The second thing is just to share your world. I want you to be open to your work life, right, with your partner. Let them in on your projects, your deadlines, and maybe any challenges that you're facing. Sharing these details actually helps them in understanding your world and actually assist them in actually being there for you when you need it the most. All right. Another thing is to express yourself. Don't be afraid to share your feelings and your needs. Whether you're feeling stressed from work or you're craving some quality time together, honest expression strengthens your bond and builds that trust. But remember, let's not get into our heads. Let's get into our body about how things are going for us, all right? Listening with love. When your partner shares, I want you to listen with your heart wide open. I want you to show empathy and even understanding and support as they express their thoughts and feelings. Don't be closed off to the idea, okay? Whatever it is that's going on with them. Being there for each other actually creates a really safe space where you both feel heard and cherished, and that's the goal here. Another thing is just to solve these issues together. I want you guys to tackle these challenges as a team. So if conflicts arise, I want you to work together to find solutions that honor both of your needs. It's about finding those sort of compromises, right? Coming up with different ideas, brainstorming ideas, right? And even facing those obstacles hand in hand, honestly. Also, cherishing time together. Make every moment count. I want you guys to plan romantic dates, cozy evenings in, whether it's watching a movie, eating some popcorn, or even spontaneous adventures. Quality time nurtures your connection and actually keeps the spark alive amidst life's hustle and bustle. All right, another thing is flexibility and grace. I want you to stay flexible in the dance of life. You need to understand that sometimes plans change, and that's okay. I want you both to actually embrace the unexpected with grace and adapt together as you navigate that sort of ebb and flow of work and love, right? Next up is to celebrate together. I want you guys both to celebrate each other's victories, both big and small. whether it's, let's say, a work achievement or even a relationship milestone, whatever it is. I want you to take joy in each other's successes. It's these shared moments of celebration that actually deepen your bond and actually create lasting memories. By weaving open, sort of that heartfelt communication into the fabric of your relationship, right? You cultivate a foundation of love, understanding, and even support. Together, you can both navigate the beautiful journey of life with grace and harmony. All right, next up, we're going to talk about number two, which is establishing boundaries. Creating boundaries between your work life and your personal life is key to maintaining that balance, even though you're embracing your feminine energy, right? So here's how you can do it with grace and effectiveness. The first thing is designated work hours. You have to set specific work hours and you need to stick to them as much as possible. Things come up, delays happen, I get it. But let your employer and your colleagues know your schedule, right? Creating clear boundaries for when you're available for work and when you're off duty. They should and need to respect that, okay? Another thing is technology free zones that I want to give you as an idea. So you can designate areas in your home where work related devices are not allowed. This could be, for example, the dining room during meals or the bedroom before bedtime. I highly recommend, especially the bedroom. Disconnecting from screens actually helps you focus on quality time with your partner. Another thing you can do is have regular date nights, right? Prioritizing those sort of date nights or quality time with your partner to nurture your relationship. I want you to block out time in your calendar, whether you have a digital calendar or a physical calendar, and treat these moments as incredibly sacred. Whether it's a cozy dinner or a weekend getaway, I want you to make space for romance and connection. All right? Another thing is quality time with loved ones. Please don't forget to spend time with family and friends outside of your romantic relationship as well. I want you to plan gatherings or even virtual hangouts if that works for you, right? To stay connected and supported in your personal life. It's so important to stay grounded, especially as you're embracing your feminine essence, right? Also, another important thing is clear communication. I want you to communicate your boundaries very clearly with your employer, your colleagues, and even your partner. Be assertive, yet respectful when expressing your needs, fostering that mutual understanding and respect, and also your feminine essence. Another thing is self care rituals. It's so important to prioritize self care to nourish your well being. I want you to schedule regular activities like exercising or even meditation. And if you have any hobbies, and that you kind of dropped, maybe pick them back up to recharge and show up fully in both your career and your relationships. All right. Another thing is to delegate and prioritize. You can learn to delegate tasks and prioritize activities to manage your workload effectively. What I want you to do is identify what truly matters and focus your energy there, letting go of those tasks that can be shared or even outsourced. This is something that was incredibly helpful for me. Um, Another thing is flexibility and adaptability. I need you to stay open to adjusting your boundaries as you need it, okay? Life can be unpredictable. So remain flexible, which is all part of being in your feminine essence, and adaptable, right? When those demands of work actually are more, unexpected events arise or whatever it may be. So by establishing those clear boundaries and communicating them effectively, you can create harmony between your career and all of your relationships while you're still honoring your feminine energy. Boundaries actually help to protect your time, your energy, and your well being, allowing you to thrive in both areas of your life. All right, on to the next one. Scheduling quality time. Prioritizing that quality time with your partner is crucial for maintaining harmony between your career and your relationships while you're still embracing your feminine energy at the same time. Here's how you can do it with grace and intention, okay? The first thing is regular date nights. I want you to make it a point to schedule regular date nights with your partner. It doesn't always have to be him planning it. It could be you, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Whether it's a romantic dinner at a cozy restaurant or even a movie night cuddled up on the couch or even a fun outdoor adventure, I want you to set aside uninterrupted time to nurture your connection with each other. Another thing is you can plan getaway weekends, right? So escape the hustle and bustle of that daily life by planning weekend getaways. It doesn't have to be super far, but it could just be, maybe going to the beach if you're close to a beach, or, just kind of short trips with your partner to a local farm or whatever you're into. I want you to explore new destinations, indulge in those shared interests, or even just simply unwind together away from work, the stressors of work. Like that's how it should be. Another is shared activities. I want you to discover activities or even hobbies that you both enjoy and make time for them pretty regularly. Whether it's cooking together, taking leisurely walks together, maybe attending some fitness classes, or even just unleashing your creativity through art projects. Bonding over shared experiences strengthens your relationship to each other. Another thing that is also incredibly helpful is to utilize technology. One way that you can stay connected with your partner throughout the day is using technology, right? Especially when work actually tends to keep you apart. I want you to send sweet texts. I actually have a great resource on my website, but I want you to make heartfelt phone calls or even just set up video chats to maintain a sense of closeness and intimacy despite the physical distance. All right? Next thing you can do is to create meaningful rituals, establish rituals or even traditions that hold significance for both you and actually incorporate them into your routine. Whether it's, let's say, a weekly date night or maybe even a monthly adventure, right? Or maybe even an annual getaway. Maybe you guys go to Disneyland once a year. I don't know, right? But these shared experiences help to deepen your connection and provide cherished memories. All right? Another thing is to practice active listening. So during your quality time together, practice that active listening to truly engage with your partner. I want you to give them your full attention. I want you to empathize with their thoughts and their feelings and respond with that sort of genuine understanding and even compassion as they speak. All right? Also, it's important to be present. When you're with your partner, I want you to be fully present in the moment. I want you to put away all distractions. I want you to silence work related thoughts, whatever that may be that's ruminating in your head. And I want you to focus on savoring each other's company because honestly, it doesn't last forever, okay? Embrace the joy of being together and cherish the love that you guys share. It's so special and it's so important to do. Also, expressing appreciation and affection is important. I want you to take moments to express gratitude and affection towards your partner. Shower them with love through kind words or maybe even thoughtful gestures and even tender embraces, reinforcing that sort of bond between you. All right? So, by carving out regular time with your partner, right, leveraging technology to stay connected and maybe even infusing your interactions with, meaning and affection, right, you can actually cultivate a fulfilling relationship while you're still honoring your feminine energy. All right. Quality time fosters intimacy, ladies. It really does. It also strengthens your connection to each other. And it also enriches your partnership amidst life's demands because let's be honest, even me, I'm not only, working full time running this business and also, managing children, right? All right. So another thing is to practice flexibility and compromise. These are essential for harmonizing your career and relationships while you're embracing your feminine energy. So I'm going to give you ways that you can actually gracefully achieve this balance. The first thing is to embrace your flexibility. I want you to understand that both your career and your relationship may require flexibility. So I want you to stay open to adjusting schedules and priorities according to, these changes, these unexpected changes that you might need to accommodate or maybe some challenges that might, pop up out of nowhere that you didn't expect. Things happen, life happens, right? Also, number two is communicating with transparency. It's so important to keep those communication channels open with your partner about work commitments and maybe even those personal needs, whatever they may be. I want you to discuss potential conflicts and even work together to find solutions that benefit the both of you. Also, be ready to compromise. Sometimes you might actually need to make sacrifices to prioritize your relationship with your partner, and it's perfectly fine. Be willing to adjust your work hours or maybe even rearrange commitments just to be able to support your partner's goals. Mhm. Okay, on to the next one is approaching challenges in a positive way, ladies. My goodness, this right now, honestly, I want you to see these challenges as opportunities for growing and maybe even that collaboration that you need. I want you to maintain a positive mindset and work together to find creative solutions that honor both your individual aspirations and your even shared life. All right? Also, prioritizing collaboration can be incredibly important. I want you to involve your partner in decision making and even some of the problem solving, right? This is what men are really good at, anyways. I want you to seek their input and actually work together towards those outcomes that benefit the both of you, all right? Also, stay flexible with plans. Be adaptable when unexpected circumstances arise. I want you to adjust your schedule or maybe even your plans as needed in order to accommodate those changes and even ensure the harmony in your guys' relationship, to be honest with you. Okay, and then last but not least is to practice patience and understanding. I want you to cultivate that sort of patience and empathy towards your partner's needs and even the challenges that might arise. Supporting each other through these difficulties and even celebrating the achievements together is a win-win, okay? Also, celebrating together. It is so important to acknowledge and celebrate your collective achievements. I want you to share in each other's successes, recognizing the effort and even the dedication that actually goes into balancing career and relationships. By embracing flexibility and maintaining that sort of open communication and even fostering collaboration, you can actually very confidently and successfully navigate the complexities of even career, relationships, all of that, right? While you're embodying your feminine energy still. I want you to approach these challenges with grace and resilience and knowing that mutual support and understanding are the cornerstones, the absolute keys to a balanced and fulfilling life. You can also delegate and ask for support. This is an important one that I'm going to bring up. Balancing your career and your relationships while embracing your feminine energy, it actually involves recognizing when to delegate those tasks and seek support. So, I'm going to dive into how to gracefully navigate this balancing act because it's not easy. But some things you can do is first, I need you to identify tasks to share. You need to take a moment to assess your responsibilities both at work and at home, okay? Then I want you to identify tasks that can be shared with your partner, maybe even your family, maybe even your friends, or even colleagues, right? Such as household chores, childcare, or even those work related projects, right? Also, you need to express your needs very clearly. I want you to communicate your needs and your expectations openly, right, with your support network. That's who they are. Let them know how they can assist you in juggling your commitments effectively. You don't have to tackle all these things yourself, honey, okay? That's not part of being in your feminine essence. Also, share those household duties. I want you to create a harmonious home environment by sharing those household responsibilities with your partner, or maybe even if you have kids, with your kids. Divvy up those tasks like cooking and cleaning and grocery shopping based on each other's strengths and even preferences. Maybe there's no desire to do either of those, but some of you's got to make some compromises here, okay? Also, lean on your support system. Don't hesitate to reach out to your trusted circle for help or emotional support when you actually need it. Whether it's a listening ear or a helping hand, your support network is there for you. At least they should be. That's part of having your support network. Also, it's important to show gratitude. Expressing your gratitude to those who extend a helping hand is incredible. Let them know how much you appreciate their support, fostering a sense of teamwork and even camaraderie. It's a win-win, honestly. They help you, they get rewarded by your thankfulness. I mean, being open to assistance is so important. I want you to welcome offers to help with an open heart and mind. Embrace the support very graciously, knowing that accepting help is not a sign of weakness, but a way to lighten your load, my sweethearts. You don't have to tackle everything on your own, okay? Embracing teamwork is also very important. I want you to cultivate a spirit of collaboration in both your career and at home with your relationships, okay? Work together with your partner and others to overcome the challenges and even celebrate the successes as a team. It's important. So, by delegating tasks and seeking support when you absolutely need it, you can actually ease your workload, reduce your stress, and create space for both your career and your relationships to thrive. It's important to embrace that assistance offered by your support network, expressing that gratitude, right, like I mentioned, for their contributions and just being, positive about what they're actually doing for you and nurturing a sense of unity and even partnership in all areas of your life. All right, on to the next one is to prioritize self-care. This is sort of that essential part of maintaining balance between your career and your relationships while you're still embodying that sort of feminine essence. So, I'm going to give you some tips on how you can nurture your well being effectively. The first thing is to get regular exercise. I want you to find joy in movement by incorporating regular exercises into your routine. Whether it's, I don't know, yoga or maybe a refreshing jog, that's one of my favorites, or dancing to your favorite tunes, that's also one of my favorites. I want you to choose activities that energize and uplift you, that make you feel good. All right. Also, mindfulness practices are important. I want you to cultivate inner peace and even clarity through mindfulness practices like meditation or even deep breathing exercises. I want you to take moments throughout your day to center yourself and soothe your mind amidst life's busyness. Sometimes prayer actually works as well. That's one of my favorites anyway. Also, hobbies and even some joyful activities that you enjoy that maybe you haven't done in a while. Exploring those hobbies and activities that actually bring you that joy and fulfillment, whether it's painting or gardening or maybe even cooking or playing music, right? Investing time in activities that ignite your passion nurtures your soul. Important to also acknowledge rest and relaxation, R&R, right? Honor your need for rest and rejuvenation by prioritizing that adequate sleep and downtime. I want you to create a peaceful bedtime ritual, including a relaxing bath or maybe even cozy up with a good book, just to unwind and recharge if that's your thing. All right. Another is to establish these boundaries, like I said before, but in this case, I want you to also set clear boundaries to safeguard your time and your energy. I want you to learn to gracefully decline those commitments that don't align with your priorities and actually prioritize relationships and activities that nourish your spirit. All right. Also important is quality time alone. I want you to carve out moments for solitude to reconnect with yourself and recharge your batteries. Use this time for reflection, self discovery, and maybe even nurturing your inner world. Whatever you need, honestly, it's important for feminine essence, okay? Also, seeking support. Do not hesitate to reach out to trusted friends, maybe even family, or a therapist if you think that's needed, right? Surround yourself with a supportive network of individuals who uplift and empower you on your journey. I want you to remember, ladies, that prioritizing self care is not selfish. It's essential for your overall well being and actually your ability to show up fully in both your career and your relationships. By nurturing yourself, you're actually going to have more to give to others and navigate life's challenges with grace and even resilience, which is all part of that feminine essence. All right? Also, last but not least, I want you to revisit and adjust as needed, Maintaining balance between your career and your relationships while you're embracing your feminine energy calls for those ongoing reflection and adaptation. I'm going to give you some tips on how you can navigate this journey effectively. The first thing you can do is to reflect on your balance. I want you to take moments to ponder your current work-life equilibrium. It's been a long day. And the state of your relationships, okay? I want you to assess if you're allocating actual ample time or not, and even attention to both of these things, pinpointing any areas where you actually need nurturing, right? Also, number two is to spot areas for improvement. I want you to embrace honesty in identifying where you may struggle with that equilibrium, right? Whether it's work that's consuming too much of your time, or neglecting self care, or maybe even feeling distant from your partner. I want you to pinpoint those areas ripe for the enhancement, okay? Also, adjust your priorities. Embrace your fluidity of life by adapting your priorities to changing circumstances. So, as your career aspirations, even your personal goals, and your relationship dynamics evolve, I want you to be ready to recalibrate your focus accordingly. All right. Number four is to revisit your boundaries. I want you to regularly review the boundaries that you've set in both your professional and even your personal spheres, okay? Are they still serving your well-being? Do they stick to the current events of what's going on, or could they benefit from some adjustments? All right. I want you to remain open to flexing these boundaries to maintain that harmony. Also, I want you to seek mutual feedback. Engage in candid conversations with your partner about your work, right? Your life in general, and that balance that's needed in the relationship, okay? Invite their insights on how you can better support each other. By you doing that, you're tapping into his masculinity anyways, and you're, encouraging his masculinity. And you guys can collaboratively address any concerns or even hurdles that you might be experiencing that maybe you wouldn't have known if you didn't ask, right? Also, adapt a proactive stance, right, for these sort of imbalances or challenges that might surface. Instead of waiting for issues to escalate, I want you to take initiative in finding solutions and implementing those necessary changes in order to restore that equilibrium. Also, regular check ins are important. I want you to schedule those routine check ins with yourself and your partner in order to gauge the state of affairs and even assess if some adjustments are even needed. Utilize these moments to express gratitude as well. Address any sort of apprehensions or maybe even, realign those priorities as much as it's needed, however frequently it's needed, right? So, by embracing a mindset of continuous reflection and adaptation, you can nurture harmony and fulfillment in both your career and your relationships. Okay? So, stay receptive to that change. Proactive as well in these problem solving, skills, right? And prioritizing your well being and connection with your partner above anything else. By implementing these strategies, you can actually create a healthy work life balance that allows you to thrive in both your career and your romantic relationship with your partner, fostering that sort of fulfillment and maybe even satisfaction in all areas of your life. All right, so there you have it. Today we talked about, some essential topics that can truly transform your life in both your business and your relationships. By prioritizing that sort of communication, you can actually ensure that both your professional and your personal, partnerships, actually flourish. It helps to establish boundaries and maybe even empower you to maintain that balance and protect your time and energy. So, as you can see, scheduling quality time allows you to nurture your connections and even create lasting memories. Practicing flexibility and compromise fosters harmony and understanding in all aspects of your life. Don't forget to delegate tasks, right? And ask for support when needed in order to help lighten your load and maybe even strengthen your support network. People like to feel needed, all right? Prioritizing that self care also ensures that you show up as your best self, both at work and in your relationships. And remember, it's important to revisit and adjust your approach as needed in order for you to continue evolving and growing. By embracing these principles, you can truly transform your life and cultivate fulfilling relationships with both your career and your partner. Please keep prioritizing what matters most and watch as your life blossoms into something truly, truly remarkable. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope this was helpful. I love you all so much. Thank you if you've already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back to this channel. I look forward to the next one. I hope you guys have a beautiful and blessed day. And remember to live the life you love and love the life you live. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.